I never lied, but I didn't tell him I was taking a video. Now, is that illegal? No. Is it ethical? Maybe.
I heard rumors that there was hard drugs in residence. This is a common conception about residences in post-secondary institutions. So by itself, one could argue that the story really isn't enlightening. However, to prove that that actually exists is another story, and that's the story I chose to pursue.
In this case, the video was shot of a young man doing an activity. He did not know he was being recorded or videoed. That's controversial, but it's not illegal. In Canada, as long as one of the two people are aware that that recording is being conducted, then you are not running any risk of breaking any law.
I didn't sit back and project what was going to happen because I had no idea what was going to happen. It hasn't been, a spectacular backlash, but at the same time, there hasn't been silence.
The story has sparked a conversation, and it's obvious that it has people communicating by the fact that the college president, Cheryl Jensen, felt compelled enough to write a letter to the editor, to the Algonquin Times, informing the college community that she intends to take action on this and to follow up with the college community in the first few weeks of December.
Residents' life caught on to what we were doing. They did. There was a lot of internal chatter.
It's gotten to the point where, I cannot be a part of the story anymore because of the investigation. The investigations from security has sort of turned its eyes on me, and it wouldn't be appropriate or professional to continue writing a story that I'm involved in. I'm a player now, so it's up to someone else to continue writing about it, and I believe she's writing about how the impact has it's had on the journalism program, and in the way that security has now coincidentally removed itself from providing security briefs, as well as the fact that a journalism student is now the center of an investigation. The Times is now the center of an investigation in terms of them wanting to obtain a video, so the unedited one.
That there is normally no objection to providing police with copies of stories or photographs that have already been published. Okay, so yeah, we'll open the files. This stuff has already been published. Here you go. Or other routine material of a non-confidential nature as a matter of courtesy. Okay, so courtesy, etiquette, morality. However, and this is the important part that I underlined with the students, reporters' notes, unpublished film, background files, email, and other material dealing with ongoing stories or anything of a private or confidential nature should not be provided to police unless they produce a search warrant.
I found an RA, and this person told me things that I needed to know. And if their name was known, then it would affect their place, their position in residence. It would, through management, through their peers, because what they were saying wasn't exactly in favor of their employer.
Here I have a source in a video and security wants that video, and I'm refusing to give that up because it's jeopardizing my source. So I find it ironic that I'm being taught something by the college, and then the college is directly contradicting that by asking me to hand over something that I can't possibly do according to the guiding principles of my program. So there's that. That's definitely the overarching principle that guides journalism, because your sources are what fuels your story. Without your source, you don't have a story.
That in this particular case, that video is the property of the Algonquin Times. The Algonquin Times is owned by the Algonquin Students Association. And so the Algonquin Students Association ultimately has the ability to be able to make a decision on whatever it wants to do with that video. And it has already been asked by security to provide the video to assist in the investigation, and the Students Association has declined to provide it, citing the standard procedures and policies as followed by every Canadian reporter in Canada. Now, if we were to turn the video over, there's no law against that, but it goes against an honored code of ethics that journalists have been following for a couple of hundred years in this country. And why would we as an educational institution go against the teachings that we espouse to follow here in the program? Why would we oppose the curriculum, the very curriculum that our students are learning from and have paid for? Why would I, as a teacher in good conscience, tell my students, well, that's what it says in the book, but in reality, this is what we have to do?